Hey kids, check out my new record. Wham! Sorry, been drinking. Check it out. Hellbender 204 V2. This is just a review of this frame, because I talk about this frame a lot to my friends out there. Hang on, I need a drink. Alright, now we're good. A lot of my buddies that I've met on the channel, they say, what do you think's a good frame? What do you think's a good frame? This is a badass frame right here. So, this is the frame that we're going to be doing the zebra build on. Now, check that packaging out. Bam! Look at that. This is how all frames should come because it's cheap. And that is a good thing because the cheaper the packaging, the more money they can put into your frame. This frame runs about 40 bucks, give or take. But this is the one we're using in the Zebra FPV build. Now, this review is kind of a moot point for me because I've already built 3 Hellbenders. I've been building Hellbenders for, 2.5 years maybe. I've built 3 of them. This will be the 4th. So, this is nothing new to me at all. But I wanted to show you guys, this is made by RMRC. They are located in Ohio, just down the road from me. An hour and a half, 2 hours or so. So I get this stuff really, really quick. And I'm going to show you also the camera mount on this as well. There's a special camera mount you can buy. Hang on. So, sorry about that. I've been gone for a couple days, had some work stuff to do, so I'm going to be doing one of my Friday night rants tonight too. It's going to be a cool video, so stay tuned for that. We're going to do more frame stuff. But anyway, let's open this up. Check this out. It's like, bam! UPS shit here. Oh man. There we go. Cool. Nothing but a peanut. Here we go. There's our unibody and some other schmutz. Okay, here we go. Check this bird out. Now, I have recommended this frame to a lot of people. My buddy Blackhawk has built one. I've built many of them. And a couple of my buddies out there, maybe Quadfather and a bunch of other guys, say, what's a good frame? What's a good 200 give or take frame? And you've seen my Hellbenders on some of my reviews maybe. Throw that away. And I'll go over all this in a second here. Now, what we got, unibody style frame. This is good and bad. Now, the reason this is good, I like unibody frames, but the bad thing about a unibody, but if you break it, you're fucked. You can't just replace the arm, right? You have to replace the whole body. But again, I showed you my review of the Cerebus, which is my new favorite frame ever, but it's also very expensive. Lifetime warranty, right? This also has a lifetime warranty and is half the price of the Cerebus. Like I said, it's around, don't quote me on this, but I want to say 38 bucks. But anyway, if you break this, or I believe even the top plate, which I've broken many, they will actually, you send them a picture of it if I remember right, and they'll just send you a new one, which is really, really cool. Let's get the measurements on this puppy real quick. 0. And we've got 4. Well, 387. What the fuck ever. 4. Top plate ain't worth a shit. It's pretty thin. 1.5, but it's a very sturdy machine. Here's your standoffs. Aluminum. Bam! Sorry about that. Had an interruption. Smoking hot wife. So, anyhow, aluminum standoffs, aluminium for our European friends. All your nuts and bolts and screws and stuff. And zip strips, some spacers, little battery. I don't know. You know, I've never figured out what the fuck that thing is for. A little rubber stop sign. I'm assuming it's a battery pad of sorts. Must be. Oh well. I'm not going to bastardize this too much because this is going into our Zebra build, which I'm so sad. I ordered all the stuff for the Zebra build. I got everything in except the fucking flight controller. So we're still waiting on that. So sadness filled the air on that one. Hang on, there's one more thing. A little box of tricks here. This is for my Zebra build. Woohoo! We'll talk about that later on tonight. Check this out. If you get the Hellbender on the same page, and I'll put a link in the description of where you can get this from RMRC. Great people. I've ordered from them for years. Order this dude. This is your camera mount. Now, you can put a normal camera mount in here any way that you want. It comes with this, whatever the fuck this thing is. This is technically a camera mount. So it'll go in like yay and like yay. Shit, been drinking. There you go. And it's going to look like something to that nature. Okay, throw this shit away. That, I don't know, whatever. Okay, you don't need that shit. This camera mount, and I'm going to show you on one that I already have built because I want to save this for our Zebra FPV build. I did buy this separate. It's a CNC aluminum anodized camera mount. Check it out. Bam. Here is one of my Hellbenders with our sexy T-motors, which I still need to do the motor review for these. I did the review, but I haven't done the flight test, and there's a reason. I put these motors on, and I have a noise issue in this bird, and I need to tear it apart, and I just haven't had time. But this is what that anodized aluminum looks like installed. Now, of course, being JJ Dorky Geek, I have two Hellbenders because I love this frame. I obviously stand by this frame. Now, if you'll notice, there is a big difference between the two. Here's the bottoms. Look at that. This is a V1. I've built two of these. This is a V2, what Zebra's getting, the Zebra build. Notice, these are the same frame, okay? And the bottoms of these are totally different. See all the cutouts? I destroyed one of these V1s. I don't know if you can even buy these anymore. They're stupid light. But again, you've got all these cuts in here. And I went over this once before in a different video, but you have all these cutouts, which made it really light and fast, but it doesn't hold up. But you have lifetime warranty, so fuck it. Who cares? But anyway, here's my V2, and you can see I broke my top plate. I don't know if you can see that crack in there. I smacked that shit up. Okay, I don't care. It's still holding fine. I haven't called RMRC. It's like, hey, give me a new. Nah, fuck them. But great frame. But this is what that camera mount looks like. Now I'm using the Eachine 1000 TVL old school cameras in here. This mount, where is it? Of course, I lost the fucking thing. This mount will hold your standard 77 camera. I have checked that. I'm sorry, I did have one just sitting here. What the fuck do I do with it? Anyway, you can see it fits over that just fine, and it's got a lock screw that goes in there. So I do recommend, I can't remember how much this is, maybe 12 bucks or something. I do recommend you get this camera mount. And the reason being, it recesses the camera. Check that out. You've got this little bit right here, bam, keeps it from getting smacked. Okay? I do recommend you get that. Very good. Let's see. What else can we say about this? Great frame. I've never compared. Let's see. Yep, a little thicker than the V1 too, as well. Let's just for shits and I've never seen anybody compare the V1 to the V2, so I'll be the first. 2.8 on the base. 3.8. So they added a mil thickness. That's nice. Okay. Notice also you have countersunk holes, which is kind of handy. I like countersunk holes. A lot of people say, oh, it makes the frame weaker. Pfft, whatever. I think it just makes it smoother. And these are flat cap head screws. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, they're flat. So this baby's flush. I did not use those in my build. I used my own bolts in my build, but that's okay. Let's see, what else can I say about this guy? Very rigid, very rigid. I am putting some ass in that. Look at that. And it's just bam. But it does have elasticity, which is good because you do need that. You don't want something to be totally strong. Let's see, what else can I tell you about this? Let's weigh it. It's going to be a half-ass weight, but that's okay. On the scale that tells no lies. Let's go. Bottom plate, 75. Top plate, 87. Negate the bags. What are those? An eighth of a gram. 95. All the hardware. Let's assume we use all of the hardware. $1.09. And I'm going to throw on my aluminum. We're going to take off 2 grams of weight for bags. So you're looking at $1.12, something like that. Dry weight, I would say. And you know what? Good enough for the girls we date, right? That's good math. I think it's a beautiful frame. The thing flies like a dog on fire. It handles absolutely perfect. Is it a race frame? Absolutely not. It is a 3D frame all the way to the bank. Or freestyle, sorry, not 3D. My bad. Ben drinking. So that's what I use it for, and you know me, I don't race anyway, and hell, I don't even fly freestyle very well. But that's what you use it for, because when you're racing and and I'll talk about this in my frame overview tonight if I get a chance. When you fly like this, look at all that wind resistance you're going to have. This is definitely a devil doer fly around job. And the thing I love about this bird, check this out. This is a great build. This is why I recommend this to beginners a lot. People that aren't used to building, because like if you take a Purple 215, which I think is a badass frame, I love this frame, but there is some fucking tight. I mean, this is like, this was hard to get shit into. Now, if you're using an all-one flight controller, yes, it's easier, but I did not. What else was a bitch? Anyway, it doesn't matter. You get the idea. But if you look at, in this one, the height that you have on here. Let's see, make sure this is 0. Bam! Look at that shit. 34 points. Make sure we're straight-ish. 35 millimeter height clearance. Damn, that's a lot, kids. You can put a family of 5 in that fucker and fly it away. That is some bad bird there. Tons of room. Gives you a lot. Like this one's got an all-in-one ESC and an Omnibus F3 flight controller. This is kind of my pig one. And my VTX, obviously, and all that crap. I even put an LP filter in there. And it flies like a dog on fire. Flies great. And, I mean, seriously, kids, you can put a keg in there, a couple bottles of rum, go to the beach. I mean, that thing, forget about it. You got a lot of room. So that's where it's really nice for beginners, because it flies well. It's got a lifetime warranty. It's a cool looking bird. No other bird out there looks like this that I know of. It has not been cloned yet, which blows my mind, because this frame's actually been out there for a while. Has not been cloned. It's affordable with a lifetime warranty. You're not going to probably win races with it. Maybe you could. If you fly better than me, you can. But other than that, I just think this thing's badass. Now, one thing I would like to do, I don't know if I'm going to do it with Zebra FPVs, because it would be an experimental thing, so I might try to one of mine first before we do that build. I think if you slam this frame, it would be way cooler. So basically meaning cutting these down, because you only need about 20 mil of space to really do a good job on a build. So picture this sandwich down to here. Bad to the bone. The problem with that is mounting this aluminum camera mount, because you can see the straight point of where these threads go in. You don't have a lot to cut. You know, without still having some bite in there. So really, if you're going to slam this, hang on a tick. Oh, I know I've got one in here somewhere. Fuck me. Maybe I don't. I thought maybe I had a camera mount in here. But if you use a normal style camera mount, you could slam this a little bit easier. So I'm not going to do it on zebras, just because I want them to get a really nice bird. And but it would look sick. That would look really cool. Just damn, ram, you know, right down there. So anyway, that's the review of the Hellbender 204. I always called it 208. And I'm surprised nobody's nailed my balls on that one yet, because it's actually a 204, so we can just round it to a 200 millimeter frame. It does fly beautiful, stock beta flight settings, fucking perfect. My good friend Blackhawk has one. He loves it. He built 2 RMRCs. He built the Gobi and this one. I have a Gobi as well, or I did till I took it apart. Great. RMRC makes some nice stuff. But yeah, it builds well, it holds together well, it has a lifetime warranty for 40 bucks. Really? And it's original. It's cool. They also make a mini, and don't ask me what the hell, it was I want to say it was a 130. Don't quote me on that. It's out of stock, or I'd get one. But that's a bad little bird too. I've never built one, but I like the Hellbender. I just think it's fucking cool. But anyway, I'm going to talk more about this one in my video coming up tonight. The video coming up tonight is going to be all about frames. What to look for, what not to get, why they do certain things with frames and all that stuff. And that's just going to be a rant. You know, this is actually kind of a review. So look in the bottom of the description. There will be a link to this. I fully recommend this bird. I love it. I think like I said, when I do the build video on this for Zebra, that's gonna be the 4th one that I've built. So as far as Hellbenders go, and that by far is the most frames I've ever built of the same type, and I couldn't recommend it more. Awesome bird. So Bam. Until next time, kids, keep your shiny side up. Hopefully next week we will be doing the Zebra FPV build. I've got all the parts except the FC. I'm so ticked. I was hoping to have the FC, the flight controller today, but damn it, it didn't come in. So sorry about that. We're gonna have to wait a couple more days because today is Saturday. It will not. It's coming from China, obviously. It's a DYS F4 Pro. So, but anyway, sadness filled the air. I was hoping to do that this weekend, but it ain't gonna happen. So, anyway, rambling. Till the next time, kids, keep China side up. Subscribe. If you have any questions about this bird, please let me know. I would be more than happy to help you out. It's very straightforward, not but a peanut. So, take care. Talk to you later. Bye.